a block away from the station, and the horn was waking me up at night. I said, you know what? If they're gonna keep waking me up, I might as well go sign up. Got to Mott Fire Company, I signed up and became a member. First day I came down here, there was 2 young guys. One was washing his car, one was fixing his bicycle. And the only thing we had in common was we all wanted to do the same job, which is help people.
I wanted to become a firefighter because this is how I felt that I could best serve my community with the skills that I have acquired over my life.
As a man, as a father, as somebody in the community, I don't think I was aware of the volunteer fire system before I moved into Shawnee Township, and I was not aware of the things that people put on the line or sacrifice to become volunteer firefighters. You sacrifice
Time, not only of your own personal time, but your family's time that you spend with them.
A lot of things that you miss out on. 3 sons, they're pretty much being raised in the firehouse. It's a great feeling. I know my mother, my grandparents, other relatives, they're more worried. Kids don't really see the danger, they just see the good time. They see the red truck, they see the lights and sirens. It's interesting to them, but I'm not sure if the dangers are in their mind.
Most of my family likes the fact that I'm a volunteer firefighter. They appreciate that I'm an active and helpful member of my community. My wife sometimes does not like the fact that I'm a firefighter. For example, last year's during the snowstorm, instead of being home and taking care of the home and being there for her, I had to be here and spend 2 days at a time at the firehouse. I was needed at both places, but at the time this weighed more than being at home. And it's very hard on a family when a family member is a volunteer firefighter and you can't be in 2 places at once.
I would definitely encourage my children to become firefighters. You get life lessons back and forth among everybody. You're dealing with them on a daily basis. It's almost closer than family. I don't want to say it is closer than family, but it's almost closer than family. And the relationships are out of this world. When the horn blows here and we get dispatched for a call, whatever problem we were having is over with. And if I had that same button at home to activate the horn and all the family problems go away at the drop of a dime, that'd be awesome. What it takes to become the chief of a fire company. You must have faith in your crew at all times, faith in your officers, and at the end of the day, you just want to have a successful outcome, make sure everybody gets home safe. One of the great happenings I've had, I had a vehicle rescue. A few months later, we rolled up, and it's a fire alarm. The guy was like, oh my God, thank you. So glad to see you again, this and that. And I didn't recognize him. And I'm thinking to myself, what's the big deal? It's just a fire alarm. And the gentleman said, you don't remember me, do you? And I said, no, sir, I'm sorry. We met, and he said, you cut my wife and myself out of our vehicle back during the holidays, and I can never repay you for that. And that was probably one of the better feelings. These are what most people know as the jaws of life, for obvious reasons. They're basically a giant pair of tin shears. What they do is they can open the door by spreading the door from the A post or B post, so we can access a victim, or if necessary, we can actually cut the door off the car like scissors, or cut the roof off the car to actually do a lift. This is what most people refer to as the jaws of life, like I said, worth their weight in gold.
The most memorable moment that I have of being a volunteer firefighter is responding to a call when we had a tree fall through a house. It was a stormy day, and a 200-foot oak tree fell through a house and came through the roof and the first and second floor. The people had to evacuate the house, and it was very difficult for them to do, to leave all their belongings and leave the house for possibly weeks at a time. But it was very nice to know that I was able to help these people ease the transition in their time of need.
Because that's why we do it. We do it to help people in the community, and you tend to just want to get the job done when you're there. So while you're there for the person, you're not trying to build a relationship, but evidently there is some kind of connection when you're under that kind of pressure and situation.